Welcome to the MISD Insider, our weekly visit with Midlothian School Superintendent Dr. Lane Ledbetter. Hi, I'm Alexis Carey, and we're glad you joined us today as we once again welcome Dr. Ledbetter and our new Chief Technology Officer, Leslie Garrett. Thank you guys for both being here.
Thank you.
Dr. Ledbetter, I know you looked at many people for this position. What made Mr. Garrett stand out from the rest?
Well, there's many things that made him stand out. Obviously, when we went through the process, he definitely rose above the rest of them. I think mainly for his, he comes to us with a lot of experience from other school districts, larger districts, small districts. He's had opportunities to be involved in some of the initiatives that we're looking at moving forward with here in Midlothian ISD with the one-to-one technology initiative. But I think, you know, the main thing is that he wanted to be in this community. I think it's something from looking at moving forward with the future and the opportunities we're trying to provide our kids in the classroom, more of a future-ready type focus. He really was interested in kind of tying the two together. It's not just about the technology. It's about the instruction taking place in the classrooms and what opportunities we're providing for our kids. So he went well above and beyond just the technology aspect of it. It's about the learning process and what's happening in our classroom. So it was very clear that he cares about kids. He has a passion for that, and the technology is just an integrated part of that in the classroom.
Mr. Garrett, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I come to the district with 18 years of experience in education and all those years in supporting technology in schools. And I've been in some smaller schools and I've been in some larger schools. And you know, I started out in technology as a network administrator and kind of grew into that, but I've been mentored in my leadership in direct support of instruction. And so I really believe that I have a great deal of focus on supporting the teachers and the students in the classroom. I'm married, I have 3 kids. My oldest son is going into the Air Force. He graduated last May, and I have a daughter who's a sophomore, and I have a younger son who is in the 5th grade.
Oh, wow. So what are some of the responsibilities of a technology director that we may not be aware of?
So supporting technology is really all-encompassing. You know, it kind of grew in the early millennium where we just were putting one computer in the classroom and making sure that it had connection to the internet, and then that's it. Now it's more multifaceted than that. We're seeing mobile technology, the proliferation of mobile technology in our classrooms, and we're seeing students with that are either they're going into college or they're going into the workforce, and technology has infiltrated all aspects. There are electricians and plumbers that use technology, nurses and doctors use technology. Technology is everywhere, and so we are not doing our job in preparing students for their next step in life if we're not supporting technology in that regard. You know, and there's so much to it. It's the infrastructure, so there's the wireless connectivity in the classroom, but there's wires behind that, and there's network infrastructure that supports it. On the curriculum side with the instruction, there's a lot that goes into helping teachers to integrate the use of technology in the classroom. So I tend to look at it in 2 different areas, instruction and infrastructure. Of course, I don't directly support all of that, but I work with our team and our cabinet in support of it and help together with the superintendent and the school board to cast an overall vision in support of technology in the classroom.
So how do you and your staff keep up with technology, because it's always changing?
So as a technology director or even technology specialist and our network administrators, the goal is to always kind of be out in front learning the new things that are coming out. Our very existence is centered around the idea of change, and so we have to embrace it. The things that we were doing two or 3 years ago we're not doing anymore, and the things that we'll be doing in 2 or 3 years will be different from what we're doing today. And so I think that you've got to you know, you've got to read, you've got to study up, you've got to follow those trendsetters that are out there that are speaking about the things that are coming out. Of course, we follow what the vendors are coming out with and how that's going to impact our day-to-day management. You know, I was talking to someone the other day about planning and process, the plans and processes that go into supporting technology in instruction. And a lot of it is hard to document because by the time the ink dries on the paper, there's already something that's changed about that process. So it really is kind of, when you say how do you support it, it's about embracing the thought and the idea that what I'm doing today is going to be very different tomorrow.
What do you think is the biggest challenge we have in Midlothian schools?
There's a lot of great things going on in our district. One of the things that I absolutely love about coming into Midlothian is that there's a guiding document, our strategic plan, that kind of lays out overall different areas, critical areas that the district is wanting to focus on for improvement. And not even so much the document, so much as the process. It's critically important to have stakeholders coming to the table to discuss ideas and thoughts around how we address some of our big challenges. And in technology, we also have the Technology Advisory Council, the Technology Advisory Committee. And so, we have some things that we're looking at. A lot of them right now are specific to infrastructure because we want to be able to support the one-to-one program, the Empowered program that will be rolling out in the fall. We also have a pilot program that's about to go out in a few weeks. And so with these up and coming things, there's a lot to evaluate where we're at. But I think overall, the biggest thing to communicate and to kind of ease the burden with teachers to some degree is, year one needs to be just some baseline expectations. We're not expecting the picture to look like, this painted canvas right out of the gate. We have so much to build on, and as technology is, you will be scaffolding and building that going into the future. So I would say the thing that we have our hands on the button right now is infrastructure. We want to make sure that infrastructure will, and it will be because we're already well into our planning and our rollout process with that. So.
Well, thank you guys both for being here, and welcome Mr. Garrett to the district. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll have another edition next week for MISD Insider.